I'm dining at every restaurant in Epcot's World Showcase, and today we're checking out Akershus,
the only character meal in the World Showcase where you can dine with your favorite princesses.
At a whopping $67. Is it worth it? Let's go find out. It is a rainy evening here in Epcot. We're escaping the rain as much as possible, but luckily we have a beautiful dining reservation here in Norway. And I've got to admit, I've been putting off dining at this restaurant for quite some time. If you guys watch the channel, you probably know I'm not the best with character dining, especially when it's face characters. I get all nervous. I never know what to say. So we'll see how this really goes.
Kristen may freeze up with the characters, but this is where I come in because I love meeting characters. So I'm here with her, and I'm excited because it's been a while since I've been here too. I'm excited to try the food again, but also get to meet a bunch of princesses with Kristen. I'm gonna make her do all the talking.
Phoebe reporting for duty.
I'm ready.
Now, since this is a princess character dining meal, this is a great place to bring little kids. I remember coming here as a child all the time. We always used to come to Akershus. And I did recently, a couple months back, dine at Cinderella's Royal Table, one of the other princess character dinings. So I'll kind of be able to compare and let you know which is better. And of course, if it's worth that $67 price tag. It's definitely a lot of money, but we're gonna be meeting a ton of characters. We're also gonna have an all-you-can-eat family-style feast at our table. It's been quite some time since I have dined here, so we're gonna see how good the food is, how good the character interactions are, and all that stuff. Let's head inside. We have made it inside after standing outside in the rain for longer than I'd like to. And the restaurant's empty, so I'm not quite sure why that happened. But yes, we are inside, and we are waiting for the princesses to come, and I just can't wait. Let's take a look at the menu here. So we're gonna get all of this food here included with our meal. It's all gonna kind of come out at separate times to our table, and we can of course order more of whatever we want. So we're gonna get bread, cheeses, and salad. And then we're gonna get a family-style platter with Norwegian meatballs, mashed potatoes and gravy, chicken with apple and fennel preserves, seared salmon, carrots and green beans, green cabbage, mac and cheese, plant-based bratwurst. And then after that, we're gonna get all of these desserts. That's, wow, 4 desserts? I haven't dined here since this restaurant reopened from COVID, which I wanna say was like a year and a half, 2 years ago at this point. And I'm noticing a couple of new additions onto the menu. I think that chicken is new. I also noticed they have a new cabbage on the menu. So we're gonna see how all of this food is, of course. I can't wait to try it all out. But first, I think we're waiting for maybe some princesses to come out. I'm not really sure which ones we meet here. I think it might rotate.
So when you come here, typically I believe it's around 5 princesses, 4 to 5. Usually, I think it's Ariel, Belle, Aurora, Snow White, and Tiana, but it's not always guaranteed, so sometimes it can be changing, sometimes there could be visiting princesses. But for the most part, I think it's around 4 to 5 princesses that you can end up meeting here, which is actually really nice because if you think about it, trying to find 4 to 5 princesses, especially like Belle, Tiana you cannot meet at Epcot anywhere. Belle you can meet here, Ariel you can't meet here in Epcot though. So you're getting 5 characters all in one sitting and not having to hop to multiple parks to do that. They sign autographs, they take pictures. So that's something to definitely consider if you have kids or anyone in your family who want to meet princesses, and a lot of them in one place.
Thank you to my character expert pal here for giving us the rundown on that. But yeah, you're definitely gonna meet a lot of characters. And if you have a son or daughter who really likes princesses and wants to meet a bunch of the princesses, like without even dining here, I would say if I was a parent with a son or daughter that wanted to meet a lot of princesses, I would probably say it's worth it. I'm not one to wait in lines, especially to meet a character. So this is a great way to kind of get all of that out of the way so you can enjoy the rest of your day without worrying if you're gonna meet the princesses or not. So the appetizers are starting to come out first. We've got a salad as well as a little plate with some bread, some cheese, and what looks to be a potato salad. And I was a little bit worried at first when they brought this plate out because one of my favorite things here is the lefse, which you can also get at the bakery across the way. So definitely don't come here just for that because I think it's like $3 in the bakery across the way. But I absolutely love the lefse. It's like a Norwegian tortilla, and they serve it with cinnamon butter, but it was kind of hiding under the rolls. So I was like, oh my God, they got rid of it. But no, it is still here, so day made.
Before we could dig into our appetizer, yep, Belle is here. I heard the music, I knew it.
Yay.
What is this song?
This is the
Once upon a dream. Is that how it goes? Where's the Sleeping Beauty?
She's probably coming.
She's on her way. We're awaiting her arrival. Patiently awaiting. Maybe she's sleeping. Oh no, she's awake. But it looks like the characters are kind of starting in the back corner of the restaurant, so we have a little bit of time while they're meeting other guests to start eating our appetizers. There's no doubt the first thing that I dig into on this little bread platter is, of course, the lefse here with the cinnamon butter. We're gonna spread that right on. The butter is nice and soft. And then I think you're supposed to roll it up because that's how they serve it in the bakery. LOL. Okay, let's try out the lefse. I don't know why I enjoy this so much. The lefse or the tortilla itself is very, very plain. It doesn't have much flavor and it is cold. I wish they served the lefse itself a little warm so the butter could kind of melt in there, but it's still delicious nonetheless. I feel like the cinnamon butter makes it though. Without the cinnamon butter, it probably wouldn't be that good. But the cinnamon butter gives Texas Roadhouse cinnamon butter, and their butter and bread is so good. So you add that on a little tortilla. While I won't be eating the potato salad, I will be having some of this regular salad here. We've got some cucumbers, some watermelon radish, some regular radish. Bold choice to have both kinds of radishes in there, but we'll try this out. That is so plain.
It's what? Plain?
Plain.
Yeah, I feel like there's not a dressing on it.
The dressing is so light, which is sad because I kind of thought it would be similar to the dressing that they have over at Liberty Tree Tavern, which is so good. Have you ever had Liberty Tree Tavern's salad?
Yeah.
The dressing is so good over there. So I thought it was going to be a little similar, but...
I like is it leafy greens? Is that the correct terminology?
Leafy, what? This is more like mixed greens here.
I like the greens that they use at Liberty Tree.
At Liberty Tree better? Yeah, this is not a good salad. They do have cucumbers though. Well, now that we've gotten some lefse in us, it's time to meet Belle. Or it's time for Phoebe to meet Belle. Because I don't know what's going to be going on here.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
All about your friends. What far place are you traveling from?
I'm traveling from a town really far away called Windermere.
It's a very far off kingdom.
Very far off. Well,
Yes.
good for some good reading on the way.
It took me
right?
hours to get here.
Oh, well, that's perfect for a nice, good book.
Yes.
Or even if it's close, some light reading. It's always
Have
a
you
good
read
idea.
anything good lately?
Well, I am rereading a classic, Sleeping Beauty, right now. And I am reading Chips and Bedtime Stories. Peter Pan is one of his favorites. But I am going to the library Beast gifted me to find something new. It's so big I haven't even covered half of it.
And right away, Sleeping Beauty is here.
Thank you. What color are you choosing?
Orange.
Okay.
No, I don't think there's another orange princess dress, so, right?
Perhaps there might be another one, Moana's dress.
Moana's shirt is orange. I'm wearing Maui's shirt right now, so
Why, that's a wonderful idea.
Okay, then you can match with Moana. That's perfect.
me and Moana are matching.
2 down, 2 or 3 more to go, but for now our entree platter has arrived at the table, so let's take a look at this. Now, like I mentioned, they changed a couple of things up on us here. They now have a chicken breast with some carrots and green beans underneath. Of course, we've got the classic Norwegian mac and cheese, the Norwegian favorite. We have some salmon with some cabbage and bacon underneath, and then we've got my favorite, the Norwegian meatballs with the berry sauce over some mashed potatoes. Okay, I've kind of made a little plate here with a bit of everything from the main entree dish. I want to try this salmon first. I do love salmon, and they kind of are making it a little bit different than they used to with some cabbage. So I really enjoy cabbage. We'll see how this is. The cabbage isn't really what I was expecting. It's more like a pickled cabbage. I'm getting a lot of vinegar going through there, but it kind of pairs well with the salmon. The salmon is cooked really well, too. The outside is nice and crispy, and the inside is pretty flaky. The salmon itself doesn't have much flavor. You really got to get
some of the cabbage in there with it to get all that flavor. But when you get them together, I enjoy it. I want to cut myself off a piece of this chicken next, and I had originally thought there was like a bone in this chicken, but I'm pretty sure it's just a boneless chicken breast now. It looks really, really dry. I don't know if you could tell from this video, but it looks super dry. The sauce on top is a little bit sweet, but it needs way more of that sauce. It almost tastes like stuffing. Why is it giving me stuffing? It's because there's time in it.
I was gonna say.
There's time.
It
yeah.
tastes like Christmas.
Yes, it does. It's good. I really like that sauce. I wish you could get more of it. I don't know if you can. It's giving me stuffing and like Thanksgiving kind of vibes because this is like a thyme roasted chicken. So it's good. It just needs more sauce because it's really, really dry, but the flavor is good. And it came served over these green beans. These look to have a little bit of that sauce on them. Yeah, the sauce is on the green beans. We need more sauce, and this would be delicious.
While we're enjoying some of this food, even more of the princesses are starting to come around. It looks like Tiana's up next. Ariel just came out. We've got Snow White still. Everyone is here now, so it's kind of like a race. You never know. This is one thing I don't like about character dining. It's hard to like eat and meet the characters in between, because sometimes they come around so fast. Sometimes you got like a lot of space. I don't know. It's unpredictable, which I don't enjoy.
Have you found any fireflies in Old Blackwood?
No, I haven't. It was raining. Do they disappear in the bayou in the rain?
Sometimes they do. But sometimes they do like to hop around and play with them.
Okay.
After you listen for them.
Listen for it.
But they should be used to the rain, because doesn't it rain a lot in New Orleans?
It does rain quite a bit in New Orleans, but the fireflies tend to like to go to the bayou when it's raining. They find they can find some little critters to hop around and make music.
Snow White too, man. They're all here.
Oh no, I haven't today.
Should be ready for the dining.
Okay, they are.
Did your sleepy might have been taken out?
One more left. It does look like there are 5 princesses here today, so I don't know if we lucked out between the like 4 and the 5 range, but this is definitely a great time saver if you have kids that are going to want to meet the princesses. Like, we're knocking 5 out, and it's only been like 30 minutes.
Maybe I can come on the ship sometime, because I've only been on a boat like twice in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not true. Haven't you been on Frozen before?
Oh, I have been on.
Isn't that a boat?
I took a boat ride up to the North Mountain one time to see some friends over there too. So, but like boat on open water.
Okay.
3 times in. 3 times in. So.
Thank the freaking Lord that is over. You guys, I know like I come to these character dining meals all the time, but I genuinely stress myself out so much over this. I really, I just feel like it's so weird, like a grown adult coming here, you know?
No, it's Disney.
I know it's not, because everyone does that, but I don't know. I just this is a personal issue in my own head. But now that that is all over, we've met all 5 princesses, I can finally just sit back, relax, and enjoy this meal. Now for the Norwegian favorite macaroni and cheese, and this is 100% Stouffer's. It's like eating mush. The pasta is so overcooked. You could eat this without even chewing it. It's so mushy. It is 100% Stouffer's mac and cheese, which is kind of surprising because they used to serve mac and cheese like this, like around all the quick services and stuff, and they kind of replaced it with a little bit of a better mac and cheese. This reminds me of the mac and cheese that they used to serve around Disney, so it's bringing me back. It's not bad or anything. It's pasta and cheese, but it is way too overcooked, and it can be found in your local freezer section at your local Publix or ShopRite or something. And I understand there's a lot of kids that come to this meal, so that's why they kind of have this mac and cheese. It's obviously, I'm joking about the Norwegian favorite, just in case you're worried about that. I am joking. But I do wish they kind of like brought it in a separate bowl. It looks kind of ridiculous, honestly, on this plate with like, I'm sure it's not 100% authentic, but it's supposed to be authentic Norwegian food that they're serving here. So it's just strange to put mac and cheese on that same plate. I say replace that side with something else on the plate. Bring us a bowl of mac and cheese for the kids. I just think that would make a little bit more sense. I did save the best for last though. Oh, the meatball. Gotta cut it in half. It's really, oh my gosh. It's a really hard meatball. We gotta get some of that berry sauce on there and some potatoes. You gotta eat it all together, but these potatoes are like not really
creamy mashed potatoes. They're like falling apart there.
Let's try it out. It's just a little too hard.
Mine wasn't.
Yours wasn't? Maybe I got a bad one. I do love the flavor of that berry sauce. I think it complements the meatballs so well. It's giving IKEA, but hey, I like IKEA meatballs. The ball itself is a little too hard for me, as are the mashed potatoes. They're not like really that creamy. Maybe we'll have to order another batch of these and see if they're a little bit better, because it's usually my favorite thing, which is why I saved it for last. But today it's not hitting as hard as it usually does. So we ended up ordering a little bit more food. We've got some more of the meatballs here and then some more of the salmon here. And honestly, this looks so much better second time around. The salmon has some nice butter on it. Again, the skin looks super crispy on the outside. And then these meatballs, I could just tell these are going to be a lot better. Meatball redemption era, I will tell you already, it was easier to cut into this time around than the first.
Sorry, the salmon was falling.
So much better this time around. But yeah, if you want more of any of the food that you get at Akershus or any of these like family style meals, you could always ask and they'll be able to bring you more of whatever you like. All right, after eating all that dinner, our desserts have arrived. It looks like we have the rice cream as well as a little bell dome cake and then some of the apple cake. On this plate, we've got two more things that you could find in the bakery across the street, in the rice cream and the apple cake. I actually love the apple cake. I think that's my favorite thing in the bakery next door. So I'm happy they decided to start serving it here because last time I was here, they did not have this. We will start with the rice cream though, and I already know I am not a fan of this. It's like rice pudding. I just don't think I like rice pudding, you know?
I don't think you like rice pudding because I love that.
You
I
love
think
that?
it's really
Okay,
good.
so if you like rice pudding, you might like it.
I
The
wish
strawberry
they
sauce
had-
on it was good.
I wish they had more strawberry sauce though.
Yeah, more strawberry sauce would be good. But continuing on to the dome cake, and there are a few things I hate in this world more than a Disney dome cake. I know they're trying to make it like Belle, but the outer chocolate shell is so unnecessary and just doesn't work. We've pretty much got a little chocolate mousse situation going on and then a chocolate cake on the inside. I mean, compared to most Disney dome cakes, this actually isn't bad because it doesn't have like that jelly type of stuff that they usually got going on. So it's not bad if you like chocolate. And then the apple cake, which is really nice and soft when I cut into it. That's usually the best
The
one,
apple cake
hands
is
down.
so good.
Mhm.
It's so good. I kept going.
Yeah, the cake itself is so moist, and it's almost like a spice cake a little bit. It has a little bit of cinnamon in there, and you've got the apples on top and the caramel. If this was served warm, whew, I don't know, Phoebe said she could heat things up in the bakery next door. So I wonder if you could heat this up too, which would be really good. We are closing down Akershus, and this is where all the princesses came in.
Hello there.
With that being said, we are done with dinner here at Akershus. I do want to give you guys the final price breakdown. So for adults to dine here, it is $67 per adult. For children to dine here, ages 3 to 9, it is $43 per child. So definitely a pretty pricey meal, but a way to kind of get around this, if you still want to experience this character dining meal, but pay maybe a little bit less, is to come over here for breakfast. This is one of the few restaurants in the World Showcase that actually also serves breakfast. Adults can dine here for breakfast for $55 a piece and children for $35 a piece. So a little bit of a cheaper way to kind of still get the experience but save some money. And I was gonna say I've never been here for breakfast, but that is not true because I'm pretty sure we used to come here for breakfast every time I came to Disney World as a child, but I just haven't been as an adult, so I don't know what it's kind of like. I would say I'll come back and do a breakfast review of this, but you know how I am with characters. One time dining at Akershus is seriously enough for me. But that option is there if you guys wanted it. Overall, for dinner, I don't think the food is that bad. I know a lot of people don't like it, but when you compare the food here to some of the other character dining meals, I think it's a little bit better. Like,
I mean, compared to Chef Mickey's, the food at Chef Mickey's is abysmal. This is far better. I also think the food is better than most of like the buffets, like Hollywood and Vine. I think the food's better here. The only one that might have an edge on when it comes to character dining is 1900 Park Fair. 1900 Park Fair, I think the food for character dining is some of the best. Like I said before though, it's nothing revolutionary that you need to like rush over here for, but it's really not bad. You can still enjoy some good food while meeting the characters. And I think you should definitely dine here if you have children that are wanting to meet the characters. Time is money when you come to Disney World.
Or if you have grown adults.
Yeah, like us. Just 2 grown adults dining with the princesses alone. But no, like time is money when you come to Disney World, for real. You have such limited time when you're on vacation, and the lines to meet some of the princesses are probably get up to like an hour plus long. Like seriously, you have to wait so long. Then you kind of have to time it out, because I know for around Epcot, the princesses come out at like certain times and they're only out for a certain time. And if you're not in line at a certain time, before there's too many people in line, they'll cut it off and then you won't get to meet them. So you kind of have to like time everything right. And to me, it's just not worth the stress or the time of trying to plan that out. So kind of coming to a character dining and getting it all done, snappy, quick, knocking them all out in one shot, to me personally, I think would be worth it. Well, Phoebe mentioned that you could get things here that you can't really get anywhere else, and I always wish that they kind of served those meatballs at the bakery across the way. I know they don't really serve any like food, any savory food there. It's mainly just sweets, but I would love to be able to get those meatballs with some mashed potatoes and some of that lingonberry sauce and gravy as a quick service meal. I think that would be so good. Walk around the World Showcase, maybe not in the summer, it might be a little too hot for that, but I think that'd be a really good quick service meal, and I think they should serve it over at the bakery. Now that we have finished at Akershus, I have assumed my throne, and I'm going to throw it back to me of the past, because I tried a treat before we came to Akershus that I want to share at you guys. So I'm going to use my magical powers, and we're going to go to Kristen from the past. Ooh. Kristen of the future is here in France to try this brand new snack. And I actually think it just got on the menu today, but I wanted to come try it out for you guys, and I wanted to get it when there was still a little bit of daylight so I could get the good shots of it. So here we are in France to try out a brand new ice cream cone, specifically a cone. Let's go check it out. Here we are at L'Artisan de Glace. My French accent since my last video in France has magically disappeared because I don't know how to pronounce the name of this. But this is the ice cream shop here in the France Pavilion. I was back here not too long ago trying the brioche ice cream sandwich for you guys, and I love that treat. It's one of my favorite sweet treats in Epcot. So when I saw they had this brand new ice cream cone, knew I had to come try it out, and lucky for us, there is no line, which is very rare. There's usually a huge line to get in here. For these brand new flavored ice cream cones, you have the choice of red velvet or lavender, and of course you can choose any ice cream flavor to put in it. If you decide to get one of these new flavored cones, it costs you an additional $2, bringing the cost for a single scoop ice cream cone to a whopping $10. And no, I'm not kidding. And when she said $10, I didn't even bat an eye, didn't even question. I was just like, yep, we're in Disney World. $10 for an ice cream cone, I guess that's okay. I decided to get the lavender cone with plain old vanilla ice cream. All I'm saying is this better be the best damn ice cream cone I've ever had in my life. Let's try out the ice cream first. I've never had just the plain vanilla from here. That's actually really fire vanilla ice cream. You could taste all of the vanilla bean in there. It tastes really fresh. It's really creamy. Oh yeah. That's good, and I'm hoping it pairs perfectly with the lavender cone. Let's see. Okay, there's the lavender. I had to take a bite of the cone without the ice cream to kind of get that lavender taste in there. I feel like the vanilla ice cream, even though it's just plain vanilla, it kind of masks the flavor of the lavender, and I thought it'd be really good together because over in Harry Potter World in Universal, they have this honey lavender ice cream or something that I really, really enjoy. So I thought this would kind of be a little bit similar. The lavender flavor you can't really taste when you eat it with the ice cream, but when you eat the cone on its own, you can. It's just a nice slight floral hint. It's obviously very crispy. It's good. Is it worth $10 good?
or worth upgrading your cone for? I'd say probably not. I don't know if I'd get this again, but it's fun, and I'm glad they're doing something kind of creative, changing things up. It's a fun change from just the usual ice cream cone, but I don't know if it's necessarily worth it.
My name is Sam, and today I'm getting... I got the red velvet cone with the coconut ice cream in it. And honestly, I think it's really good. Super can't really taste too much of the red velvet, but I think it's really good. I mean, I don't mind. And it's cute. And they give me way more ice cream than Kristen. You can't really tell right now.
Yo, they did.
Like, they gave me like double her ice cream. It's melting fast because it's hot. But honestly, I feel like I could get it again. Like, but if I were to go into the shop, the first thing I would get would be the croque glacé over this.
I definitely have to agree. The croque glacé, I can never say it right, but the brioche ice cream sandwich is definitely the winner here. Still, this has not dethroned it, but next time I'm curious. Maybe I'll try the red velvet cone next time. Okay, I am now sending this back to Kristen of the present. Bam! And just like that, we have magically arrived at the boardwalk for a stop at one of my favorite bars of all time at Disney World, the Bellevue Lounge. Any good day at Epcot ends with a stop at the Bellevue, in my opinion. All right, of course, I'm here with Megan, and she made me an espresso martini, one of my favorites at Disney World. And I hear there's a special way you have to order this now.
Yes, you have to order it as the right down Main Street espresso martini.
Okay, so you guys heard it. If you guys come to the Bellevue and you see Megan, ask her for the right down Main Street espresso martini. It's a chocolate raspberry espresso martini, and it's so good. If you guys have watched my videos before, you've definitely seen me get an espresso martini from Megan. She's one of the best bartenders here at Disney World, and she makes a killer espresso martini. She always is whipping up like different kind of flavor combinations. I know she always has a banana bread one. I cannot wait for the fall because her pumpkin espresso martini is to die for. But right now we're dubbing the chocolate raspberry espresso martini as the right down Main Street espresso martini. So definitely make sure you guys come to the Bellevue Lounge. If Megan is here, make sure you order it. Tag me in a photo on Instagram or something. I want to see all you guys that are ordering it. It's filled to the brim. It's so good. It's so smooth. And when you order it the right down Main Street way, she also shakes it extra because I love a thick foam on there. Nice foam, super smooth. I usually don't like flavors in my espresso martinis, but Megan's are an exception because it just has just a little bit of the chocolate and raspberry flavor, not too much. You still get some of the espresso in there. Putting you on the news. And we're just with all the friends today. Juliet is here as well, so she's trying the right down Main Street espresso martini. Please, ma'am, tell me your thoughts.
I had to go back in for a second sip to confirm. Okay, actually, I was just saying it's not that strong and you can't taste the liquor that much, but I definitely get I get the through line of the liquor in it. I appreciate the extra foamy, so nice work on the extra shake there.
The perfect balance. Shout out Megan, behind the bar, working hard. Well, what a good night at Epcot, and then the boardwalk, starting off with some dinner at Akershus. I gotta say, I'm very, very happy that I got that one out of the way. So shout out to Phoebe. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have gone tonight. So everyone go make sure you subscribe to Phoebe as well and watch her video that she's posting. The link for her page is gonna be down below in the description. And we honestly only have a couple of World Showcase restaurants left. I can't believe this has gone by so quick. This whole year has just flown by. We've really been pushing through all these World Showcase restaurants. There are a couple left. A couple of the big dogs are left, to Kumite and Monsieur Paul. Like I said, we are hitting all of them though, so keep an eye out for all of those videos. I'm gonna put the link to all of the World Showcase videos I've already done right here. The whole playlist is right here, full of all the videos. So if you're looking for a specific restaurant, it's probably here because we only have a couple left. And of course, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And of course, all of my awesome Patreon subscribers, thank you guys as well. If you like honest Disney food reviews, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.